And we're live. Hang on a minute.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Do do.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Uh,
I'm
what's that? A
tired.
candy drop. It's not a candy drop. That's a SanDisk flash drive. Da-da-da.
Mm. Let's get woke up here. Actually, I'm woke up. I've been awake, but I've been getting stuff sorted out to do an Amazon shipment and packing a couple of things I sold. And I had some excess as I was
Hi, Beth.
sorting. I had my neighbor's house that's rented. I mean, they're getting ready to put it up for rent again. I was making access to his carport. And so I wanted to get everything brought back over here. I've just been busy this morning. I feel like a reseller today.
Who we got here? Lag. Bum crack. Robin. Beth. That's about it. Well, it's Friday morning.
What's going on?
That used to be a big deal when I was teaching school. That was the last day of the week, and then load the kids up on a bus and take them to a football game.
My niece-in-law is the assistant principal of a middle school this year.
Oh, God.
She was the assistant principal of the 7th grade class last year because I guess it's just too much for them to have. So they have like 7th, 8th, and 9th, or
Morning,
6th, 7th,
Ron.
and 8th.
Ron, I never did call you back. Sorry. Oh.
And she bitched about just having the 7th grade. Now she is the assistant principal for the whole school. And when we saw him back a few weeks ago at my mom's, I said, when she was talking about it, I said, so do you want Bradley just come in and slap you when he walks in the door every day? And she said, why is that? I said, because apparently you like abuse. And she said, I took the job because nobody else would take it. There is a little bit more money. There's a lot more responsibility. She said, after this year, I will either be I will be a career teacher, or I will be saying, would you like that supersizer?
Oh, Lordy.
And she was a teacher for several years before she started the assistant principal route.
Assistant principal is the one that deals with anything negative that's going on. I wouldn't want to do that. There's all assistant principal does is deal
Listen,
with problems, and I'm like, God, I wouldn't. Nope.
my dad had a friend who was a principal of a high school. And he said, used to be you got into trouble, you got your ass sent up to the principal's office. You probably got it swacked about 4 or 5 times with a damn paddle, depending on your infringement. And then you got sent back to your class with a little lecture. Now,
Ching.
he said now he talks to principals, and they're like, oh, you can't do anything. If you speak to them loudly, you're liable to get sued. That's one of the things that I liked about the 2 boys of my boys that went to private school. I was paying a lot of money for them to go to school. I had better not get one complaint from the headmaster or any of their teachers.
This the USB stick holds all my
Bitcoin,
just fans.
your Bitcoins and everything like that on it.
Yeah. No. Yesterday I bought 400 flash drives. This
Are
is
they new? Are they
this is
used?
they're brand new. This bag is 100 of them. If you ever wanted to see what 100 flash drives looks like, there it is.
Are you selling them by the 100? Or are you going to sell them by smaller lot? Surely you're not going to sell them one at a time.
Nah, I listed them 10 at a time. So we'll see how that goes. I can sure sell them cheap because I got them for 7.94 cents a piece. Can you
Yep.
believe that?
No, it's good. All that bike stuff I figured out after I went through it all. I had like 45 cents. When I looked at all the sellable items, I had like 45 cents in each one of them.
That
And
sounds good. Because you got some stuff that's worth 30, 40 bucks, don't
yeah,
you?
I got some bike seats that are 50 bucks that sell at 50 bucks.
I don't know, Ron.
You haven't
Because
been buying silver bars off of Temu, have you?
that's called fraud, and yeah. Plug one into my computer. They're just blank. All right, I'll plug one in and see what's on it. Well, everything's being used. Maybe this one. How could every one of these have something on it? I don't think that's possible, is it? Nothing came up. Let's see.
Oh, wow. Sorry, I was checking to see about a delivery. Um, well, school's coming back um, in the session soon, so maybe you'll sell a bunch of them. Because damn, if my kids didn't lose them.
Ching.
They're 16 gigabytes.
Yep.
I
The hell.
if hell, I don't know what I'm gonna say. What's I'm gonna say? Like I said, school's coming up. Um, you should be able to sell them, especially to parents with several elementary, middle schoolers. You don't sell them for what, about $4 a piece?
I'm selling 10 for 35, free shipping.
Hell, I'd buy if I had kids again. I'd buy them just to have them on hand.
Yep.
Because I'm telling you, those little suckers will lose that shit in a heartbeat. Okay, let's talk some reselling. How-tos. I've got an old camera, and it's dirty as hell. How do I clean that? Do I just use like a damp cloth and little soap, or do y'all have some kind of super duper way to do that?
I pretty much use window cleaner on everything.
Do you really? Okay. Do you use like Windex, or do you use store brand? Or when I say Windex, you know, one of the main brands.
Simply Done glass cleaner. I just buy the cheapest I can. All I use it for is pretty much it's just to clean stuff.
Back when I had a booth in a flea market, I had a lot of glass, a lot of cut glass. Excuse me. It looked like faux cut glass. Let's put it that way. And a lady told me that's there, and who had nothing but glass in her booth, and she had like a 20 by 30 booth, and it was nothing but glass. And she sold the hell out of that stuff. She said, use Windex on your glass to clean it, and she says it will shine like all get out. She says, don't use any of the dollar store stuff or anything like that. Use Windex. And she was right, which the other one might have worked too, but she said that she was right. Under those fluorescent lights inside of that place, that glassware would sparkle. Good morning, Joanna.
It's just
shut up, Mike.
yeah, the gallon concentrate. I use Simply Green some too, but it doesn't dry as fast as glass cleaner does. I got like a gallon and a half of Simply Green at a yard sale once, and I use it for a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I gotta find that ship.
Sure, I'll invite you on. Let's see. I'll put a link in the side chat here. There you go, Ron.
I'm about talked out for a week, believe it or not.
Talked out.
And I guess because I've been busy and I've been working this morning,
You didn't even come on the show yesterday with Scott.
No, it was yesterday. I lost my, or was that? Yeah, that was yesterday. Was yesterday? I don't remember. I lost my damn phone and I couldn't find it.
Welcome, Ron.
How are you?
All right.
On that camera that you're questioning about.
Yeah.
The camera that you're wanting to.
Oh, you're breaking up, Ron. Your audio is in and out, Ron.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hello?
Yeah.
Never can tell if I'm on or not.
Well, your audio was in and out.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes. Yeah. He gone.
I was gonna just use some spit and some paper towel and tissue and clean it with that, you know.
Little spit bath. Yeah, I don't know how many times that, like a restaurant, Goy and her I would spit on a napkin and wipe our sons' faces with it after they ate.
Yeah. We were out to dinner with some friends not too long ago, and they got a 14-year-old son, and his dad picked up a napkin off the table and kind of licked the napkin and reached over like he's gonna wipe the corner of his son's mouth, and his son's like, "Do I have something on my face?" And he said, "Yeah." And he says, "Well, why can't you just say I have something to wipe my mouth?" I'm not 4.
Yep.
Good lag. He says he's never buying from my store. I guess the licking on the Kleenex and cleaning the camera kind of turned him off. I would never do that. I'm scared somebody cloned my DNA.
Huh. I plugged in that SanDisk and it wants me to jump through hoops to use it. The heck? User agreement and stuff. Maybe some Joe Biden files are on here or something.
Mr. Sadie, what kind of stuff was it you were buying or was bidding on that you didn't win, if I may ask? That's the only thing, I've got a bicycle that was about $400 back when 20 years ago. I mean, it's a nice bicycle, and it has sat up for the last 20 years and everything's rusted up on it, or So I got all of this bike stuff. I think I'm going to get that thing ready to start riding again once I can get on it without busting tires. Soap dispensers and math manipulators for children, 2 pallets. There were soap dispensers like this on the wall in bathrooms, that type of thing. I like buying all this bike stuff. Hopefully it all sells like I want it to. But
Hey, Harry.
you really got to be ready for it, because that is, I had a lot of crap, and you have to have, which is like buying a storage unit. You got to be ready to handle all that junk that you get. That's the reason the last one I did, I tried to, since it was in an air conditioned unit, and I had 24 hours. I consolidated the 3 little ones into one and cleaned out the other 2, and then took my time going through and throwing all the trash away. What are Here, I'll Google it. Especially, what's math manipulators? Or math manipulatives?
I don't know. Maybe these flash drives are no good. What the hell? Do. Wants me to fill out an application. Huh. I don't know. Do.
Yeah, because it.
$100 block plate with 10 blocks and single blocks. I don't know. I don't even know how to do a screenshot. You believe that? On a PC, how do you do a screenshot?
Print screen? I don't know. Texas says pick up your camera and show it the screen.
I already unplugged it. Here, I'll plug it back in, I guess. It could be that USB port is jacked up. It says SanDisk access, SanDisk secure access settings, SanDisk secure access.
So these manipulatives, is that basically like I've got 10 blocks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 stacked up. And if Billy wants 3 of them and I give Billy 3 of them, so I take 1, 2, 3 off, set them aside. How many do I have left? Is that basically what you're doing with that kind of stuff?
Password?
Because I was just looking online at them, and that's basically what it looks like.
Are these password protected? How could there be 440 something password protected? That didn't make any sense.
Nothing. Texas, they're supposed to be blank. If you're talking about the drives, are supposed to be blank. Well, for the price of some of this stuff, you can go get some damn wood blocks from the dollar store for $1.25. And
I thought they were just blank flash drives. Let me try a different one.
I don't remember exactly how. Are they reading them at all?
It's bringing up a thing to, I don't know.
Like a C drive or E drive or whatever? Because the reason I was asking is I bought a bunch of hard drives that were taken out of some computers that were servers. and I had to go in and I had to reset something on every one of them to get them to act as a a regular hard drive. You computer people probably know, because that's been so long ago, and that's something I got into one time on that, and I never have seen it again. But anyway, I had to go in and reset something on it so I could, anybody could use them on their hard drive. So I don't know if that's a situation you're running into or not.
I don't know what I'm doing. Never seen anything like it.
Okay, Todd's just caused every computer attached to this network to be hacked.
I may have to take those down. They may have something loaded on them, and I don't want to sell a bunch of stuff that's got stuff loaded on them. They don't.
Are they show?
I thought they were all blank.
Are they showing up at all? Like when you stick it into it, does it recognize that you've got something in your USB? Yeah. Can you try formatting it?
I don't know what that is.
You don't know what formatting is?
Nope.
Right click on that drive. I'm scared to tell you to do this, but right click on the thumb drive, and if it says format, but make sure you're on the thumb drive so you don't format your daggum hard drive.
Okay. Format. Restore device defaults. Okay, I'll try that. Formatting will erase all data on the disk.
Okay. Make sure you're on the right disk before you say yes.
Okay, it says it's formatting. Yeah. Format complete. Okay, now what?
Pop it out and put it back in.
This folder is empty. So I got to go through 441 of these and format them?
Apparently so.
Well, that'll be fun. Would it take a minute to format one, or 30 seconds?
Yeah, it don't take long. It just a pain. Now, if anybody in the audience disagrees with anything that I've said about those drives, speak up now. Forever hold your peace.
Danger, danger. So now I can add a file to that disk, right?
You should be able to.
Let's see if I can put like a picture on it or something.
When I was working, I was doing computer work for Staples. This guy brought in a computer because he had a virus, and he says, "Now, when you turn that thing on, do not be out here on the middle of the floor." And I said, "Okay." He said, "Because there's some naughty pictures that's going to pop out, and they're not on there by accident." I said, "Okay." So
Okay.
I took my manager was listening and he said, take it into my office before you turn it on. So I turned it on. And good Lord, the pop-ups. I just waited till you couldn't break it. You couldn't turn the computer off because it was just like one pop-up right after the other. So I waited till the computer shut down because it was just overloaded. And I pulled the I pulled the hard drive out of it and stuck it in this little box I had. And I went in and cleaned up everything before I put it back in there. Then it worked just fine. But I don't know where he had gone. Well, I know where he had gone, but he had picked up a bug that penicillin would not clean up. And just a computer handy hit. If you're going to be going to naughty sites, make sure you got everything that's important backed up on your computer, because he had bank records and everything else on there. And I said, I can just do a reformat. He said, no, I'll lose everything on it. I said, okay. I said, it's going to take some time. That's going to cost some money. I don't care. I just don't want to lose my records on it. So it cost him about $500 and me about.
Okay, I just did another one. It didn't take 30 seconds. It took maybe 5 seconds to format. So I guess
Good.
I'll just pile these on my desk and start formatting them.
Yeah. So they seem to be working now?
Yeah, I just added a picture to the flash drive, and it took it,
Okay.
and I erased it. So
Mr. Sadie, I don't know whether you want to put that on there or not. I would be kind of doubtful. I would question buying a thumb drive, a hard drive, any of that kind of stuff, and have to format it. Not because I've got to take the effort to format it, because when the computer accesses it, you don't know what's on it. That's like a boot file is going to jump up there. That's just my opinion.
This estate sale I got them from was a sports writer. Lived in Waco and did a lot of writing for like Baylor sports.
Well, he might have had some kind of security thing to keep people from accessing his documents or something of that sort on it.
You want them all, Texas Bandit? I'll sell them to you. Phil. Yeah, I don't know anything about computers either.
There's just so many. There's just so many of these little batch files that can boot up when you access a drive.
What are you going to do with them, Bandit? You going to sell them?
He's got 10 kids. He's got 10 kids. He's going to make them sit there and all format.
He's got 10 kids.
I don't know how many kids. I'm just saying.
Phil, you got 10 kids? Sell to Tex and move on. Oh, you want him to sell old book? Okay.
Hey, Lag's going to pay you $1.25 for them. Do I hear $1.50? Give me $1.50. $1.50.
That's tempting, though. I mean, that's $440, and I only paid $35 for all of them.
Be careful, Beth. Them damn people in Texas can't drive.
Yeah, Phil, I would do that. How do I get your address? Boom, 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 boom.
Is that like public domain books? Texas?
Make you a deal. You already said $1 a piece. You want them all? No? Whatever. Make you a deal. Dealio.
Okay. Everybody copy that email and send it. Join him every list that you can find.
I'm gonna write this down.
For a good time, call the Texas Bandit. Be sure to have that icon up there.
This is a live show there, Texas Bandit. You're liable to get all sorts of
Emails
unwanted.
now. My God, on my Instagram and Twitter, I get friend requests from girls all the time, and the shot will be their profile picture will be from like their eyes to right below their boobs. That's their profile picture.
All right, I'll shoot you a message, Phil. Because if I can sell them all in one bulk lot and make a profit, I'm good with that. Best at Whataburger. You getting you a egg sandwich? Nobody watches this show. You're good. That's probably true right there. Nobody watches the Silverhairstacker show. How many we got in the chat right now? Let's see. We got 11 people watching. That's kind of down. You always get more than 11, Tom.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe 13 or 14. Not like Scott, who gets like 80.
Sorry, Ron. Yeah, I got to call Ron. I was supposed to like last week, and I don't know. I always get busy and forget. It's not that I don't want to call you, Ron. I got your number right here. It's behind the calendar. Ricky, don't lose that number. It's the only one you want. Breakfast tacos. There you go.
Whataburger Burgers, is that the franchise that's only, or the company that's only got like 6 nationwide, but everybody loves them?
They probably got 600 stores in Texas.
Okay, then I guess that's not, maybe a,
It's a big.
yeah, but they're not all over the country, and maybe they
No, I
are.
don't think they're everywhere. I think like Texas, Oklahoma, New Mexico, probably Louisiana. I don't know if they get up into Kansas. Started in Texas. I don't know how far. Here, let me Google them. Let's see.
That's okay.
Well, you got me curious. Okay, here's one that says Whataburger Nashville, Whataburger Memphis, Whataburger Kansas City. So Central and South, I guess.
Okay. I was just wondering because Sasha has some friends that when they go to Texas, they got to go to Whataburger. And I'm like, okay. When I go to Rock Hill, I go to Hardee's, which is 30 minutes away. Because we don't have any Hardee's here in Charlotte. And I like their burgers.
So they go up into Kansas and Missouri and
Yeah. That's like our, Beth, that's like our Chick-fil-A. The crowd, first of all, they've got the best setup for drive-through. But there'll be 300 cars in a line, blocking traffic, everything else. So several of our Chick-fil-A's are in the process of building new buildings and moving because they'll have it'll be like going into an amusement park. You know how you get in line, the queues, they'll have plenty of line for queues.
the line is out to the street. Well,
So Todd brought something to my attention last night, and I'd not even heard about it. Is anybody going to FlipCon? It's here in Charlotte.
yeah, it is.
It's about 4 miles, let's say within 10 miles of my house. I hadn't heard anything about it. I guess I'm not hanging with the right people, or I'm not on enough groups or something.
Yeah, I was watching somebody's YouTube about FlipCon, and they were saying how it's in Charlotte, and I was like, huh, I gotta ask Tom if he's going.
I've never heard of it. Now, as I told Todd last night, unless they've done a bunch of work cleanup on that hotel they're having it in, it at one point was going to kind of hell. It was just not a very clean, worn out place.
Y'all are making me hungry.
We're getting two new companies relocating from Chicago here to Charlotte. Some kind of
What's that lag?
A train car company. And something else. I don't remember what the other one was. Tom's best friend at gmail.com. He's being a smart ass. Anyway, I was just wondering if anybody was planning on attending.
No, you said it was $325, so I ain't doing that.
Actually, it's $329.
I wouldn't drive over there anyway. That's too far. Or fly over there.
And it's only in like 2 weeks.
But who's that big reseller that runs that? Is it Harry Tornado?
Yeah. You know, I'm not wanting to sound critical because it takes a lot of work to put on one of these conventions. Because I was involved in a science fiction convention, and we had yeah, that's
Tom said smart ass, and look who showed up.
It takes a lot of that Craig, that's him. It takes a lot of work to throw one of these things together. But their website's a little lacking.
I wouldn't mind being there, and then after they get through with all their little frou that they do, just meet up with everybody at restaurants or something after they're done.
But they don't have, is there going to be a vendor's thing, a vendor's hall, or that kind of stuff, to get some freebies and pick up a few coffee mugs and stuff like that.
Howdy, Mr. Inad. Yeah, Craig bought a video game from me to test his video game systems.
Uh-huh.
And turns out I couldn't find the one he wanted to buy. So I asked him if he wanted a different one that would also work. He said yeah, but he keeps saying he's going to give me an INAD when he gets it.
Dang. Is Landshark Picker actually lag?
No,
Or
but
is lag actually the Landshark Picker? Morning, Jennifer.
Hi, Jennifer. It's about time we got somebody pretty in here.
That was like my show yesterday. I actually had a lady on there. Well, Tara shows up on occasion, but we actually had a girl in there. Usually it's all these guys.
I'm Landshark's burner account. Tom identifies as pretty.
Maybe when I was young. I'm just a cantankerous old asshole now. And if you was asked my wife, she would say, yeah, he is.
Yep. All right.
So you got rid of Gwen for the weekend? Or for a few days?
Yeah, she took off. She's in Miami. They're having some kind of meet up or something. So gold is holding steady at 1959. That's the year Tom was born. No, you're born in
57.
57, that's right, you're old. And silver is almost to $25. Look at that.
Darn.
Silver got down to like 22 for a little while. Just a couple of weeks ago, and now it's back up about. It's come up almost $3 from where it was.
Who was talking about the silver bars a while ago? That's mostly copper.
That was Ron, I think. All right, what's the stock market doing this morning? It is up again, man. Stocks have been up all week.
Scott must be out yard selling this morning.
Yeah, I waited too long to buy in, dang it.
It'll be all right. It'll be back here. Have you heard the rumors about Apple's going to try and buy Disney?
Do what?
Rumor on the street is Apple is going to try and buy Disney.
Why?
Beats the hell out of me. It's probably going to cost them about $200 billion.
They're already kind of like-minded, I think.
Well, if I was worth about $1 trillion, I'd buy it.
Why?
Because you can put a lot of damn old people on that piece of dirt that Disney World's on.
Oh, you want to sell it and turn it into condos?
No. I just think they've screwed around with stuff too much, and I think there's some potential there. And I realize that they've got to keep changing things, But for God's sakes, why don't you give it like a couple of years before you back into construction again?
I don't know what copper's going for. Silver's almost $25 an ounce. I went to the coin shop yesterday and I bought a couple of pieces of silver. Da-da-da, da-da-da. Just
How was the
generic silver rounds.
So you bought those for the silver content, not necessarily the pretty picture on them.
Yep. Dun, dun. All right, let's see if Scott's got the gumption to join us in the chat. There's the link. Dun, dun. Speaking of old people, good morning, all. Only 2 sales this morning. Well, that's not very many.
Well, you always find something.
Da-da-da-da-da-da. Bam.
You know what
Welcome
I
to the
found this morning?
show.
You know what I found this morning?
What'd you find?
A nap.
Nap.
You haven't been out this morning?
Everybody else have good sales yesterday?
I sold 2 things.
I got 5 sales yesterday and 1 this morning. About my average, I guess. I don't know.
I guess that's what happens when you list stuff, you sell stuff.
I guess.
How many have I got on eBay to ship this morning? 7. And I don't even want to look at Amazon. On Amazon,
I sold Cabbage Patch for $90.
I can beat that. I got 18 on Amazon to ship. I got 20.
18 Cabbage Patches on Amazon.
No, not 18.
This is like a 25th anniversary one or something.
I got 168 for that.
What is that?
It's a Sony action cam. They're still new in the box. I picked it up at an estate sale a while ago for like $30.
What's it going for?
I got 168.
Oh wow!
And that's not even the big sale. The next one I'll be it's amazing.
Hoosier! Look at my new shinies. Da-da-da. Oh, I'm not on screen.
Nope.
Let's see.
As soon as I figure out what I did with it. Oh, there it is.
Here we go, Hoosier. How about it? Just a couple of 1 ounce generics. Yeah, I don't know. I was out at the estate sales yesterday, and I just went by the coin shop, just see what they had. So I felt like I had the guy at the coin shop said, "You need to buy something from us today. Nobody's been in here. We want to pay for lunch." So I bought a couple of ounces.
Good morning, Carol.
Carol, it's about time you showed up, little girl. Where you been all my life?
Craig, where's Mel from Australia supposed to be?
She's coming to America.
Are y'all ready for the big sale of the day?
What'd you sell?
Sure. Black & Decker chopper upper.
It's a steamer. I picked it up at an estate sale for $10. It sold for $2.25.
Are you shitting me? Excuse me. Are you kidding me?
I'm not kidding or shitting you. It's still new sealed. It went
Stack that weight.
for 2.25.
Nice. How was Jody yesterday?
All clear.
Good. Good.
So
He said that she's pushing 5 years. That as long as her insurance, which is the federal government, will pay for her every 6 months, he'll keep doing it. But he said that he felt that her risk was about as close to zero as it's going to get. She was at no more risk of reoccurrence than someone in the general population was from getting cancer to begin with.
Good.
And she said, "Okay, we'll keep doing it."
My sister-in-law, who had a double mastectomy, also, she her numbers were spiking or something. Like it had come back, and the doctor kind of put her on a diet.
They can tell a lot from a blood test too, folks. You really got to have your check yearly. Do yourself a favor. It's
Well, when I go in for my physical next week, the doctor says they have a new battery of tests that they do that checks for everything.
yeah.
As long as my insurance pays for it, I don't care. Check away.
So what brand of hat you got there?
Northrop King's Seed Company. I got 10 of these just like this.
Yeah.
All the foam disintegrated, so I rubbed it all out. $12.95 plus shipping.
Yeah, I heard that's what Lag does during this show. He rubs one out.
I was thinking that too, Scott, but I wasn't going to go there.
The old cruddy foam that,
yeah.
That stuff disintegrates after so many years.
Okay, so the auction last night. So here's a good example, folks, of know what you're doing and know more than just a few items. So every Monday morning before I leave, I walk the other side because that's the current auction to see what's available. And there was a lot of little toy trucks, and I look right at them and I'm like, well, I'll be damned. Those are stompers. If you don't know what Schaefer stompers were, I played with those as a kid in the late 70s, early 80s. They're little 4x4 trucks. You put a single battery in them, the lights come on, and they kind of climb over. They got little foamish filling wheels. If they work, they're like $100 a truck. And this lot had 7 of them. They went for, I didn't test them. I don't know why I didn't have a battery with me. I should have. So this lot went for $190. I quit bidding at like 110. And so you think, man, that sucks, right? There was 2 Barbies, a dentist Barbie, which any of the little dolls with dentist you better look at, because for some reason dentist is a thing. So there was Barbie dentist and Barbie Pocahontas. Oh well, okay, Barbie Pocahontas. That's what Harlan calls it, because when Marissa, his daughter, was little, she couldn't say Pocahontas. She called it Pocahontas. So every time I see it now, I call it Pocahontas. So it was the dentist and Pocahontas. That lot I got for $11. Barbie dentist is worth $135 on Amazon right now.
Jeez.
There was another lot that said it was a. Hell, let me pull it up. I'll tell you what. That says something about a vintage radio and a sign that said, okay, this sign really made me think about, I thought a lot about Dusty last night. This sign really reminded me of Dusty. The sign said no peeing off the front porch. Oh my God, there was not a time that I ever talked to that man or was at his house that he could go pee off the front porch. It was closer to the bathroom, he'd go right to the front porch. It was just
He didn't have to run any water.
And so it said no peeing sign and vintage radio. but beside the vintage radio was a micro cassette recorder. Micro cassette recorders. This model, you can see it is worth parts. It's worth 30. Working is worth 65 on eBay. It's worth close to 100 on Amazon. I won that one for 12. A kayak carrier for 5 that's worth 30 on Amazon. A $7 printer with a DVD VHS player with remote for 7. That printer is at 3830. It sells at about 10 minutes for usually 100 a quarter. Another one, $5. Nobody bid on it but me. Small appliances. It's a toaster oven, a toaster, and a B30 Keurig. If you run vinegar through the B30 Keurig and call it descaled, it's worth $50. A BMW repair manual. I was the only one to bid on it for $5. It's the '87 BMW Chilton. It's worth 24. There's a car mirror and a Chevy oil filter in there too. So just because you don't win the one you're looking at doesn't mean there is a lot of money laying around at an auction. If you look at the pictures and know what you're looking at, you know.
You're talking about the manual.
A Chilton manual is it's from the Series 3 from '87 to I think 94, 5. It's a good one.
About 4 years ago, South Carolina was having an auction, their Gov Deals type thing, and there was a pallet of manuals, repair manuals for all kinds of equipment and all of that kind of mess. And I was on because everybody's talking about there were some manuals, and I pulled the pictures so I could put them into a photo editor so I could pull it way in so I could read some titles. And there was some $50 and $60 books in there used. That pallet went for I got out of it at $1,190, and it ended up going for like $2,900.
Yeah, I actually left the phone. I just went and picked it up.
No, I could have went the $2,900. I could have went more than that. But the fact is that I got cold feet. Good morning, Glenn. Scott's talking to his other wife, I think.
Harlan?
Yeah, it sounded like Harlan.
It did sound like Harlan, didn't it? So I bought some rock speakers. They're like listed on eBay for $250 a piece. I'm like, what?
They're neat looking. And they're actually rock. They look like rocks. Because when he first started talking about rock speakers, I thought, well, they're rock. That's just a fancy name for that's their brand name for their speakers to play their rock and roll and whatever else. So, God, my eyes are burning this morning. And
Yeah.
Then he showed a picture of them.
Now Harlan he called to tell me what he found. He went to one. There was an estate sale over by his daughter's house, and he's on dog duty this week, letting their dogs out 3 times a day because I think they're in New Mexico or somewhere. So I wasn't going to drive down there just for that one sale, but he picked up a couple things.
See, I was right. I thought it was Scott's other wife.
Watch it.
So yeah, at the Evil Lutherans yesterday, I bought 2 of these. Let me show them here. And where'd it go? Yeah. It just looks like a rock, but it's a speaker.
Yeah, those are outdoor speakers or whatever.
Outdoor speaker. They're about 15 inches tall and about 12 inches wide. They just look like a rock, but they're speakers.
Boy, you
The
can
one
sound it
I
out.
the one I have is a little different color than this, but it's the same thing. I got 2 of them for 75. So
Okay,
I
so for those
paid
of you who
up.
are, yeah, no, I still get. For those of you playing the home game, that's the dentist that I got. That one. And that one you go, but beard, it's only worth $54. I got this exact set, but there's one thing that makes mine worth more than this one. Anybody want to care to guess what makes the difference in the Barbies?
She's got brown hair. I don't know.
She's brown, all right. The little kid is a little black kid.
Oh,
So that makes it much. It doubles the price. So be aware of that kind of stuff, folks. Really, especially with Barbies, I talk about it all the time. You got to know which one is the one that's not made the most of. Barbie Dentist is still great. I still bought it for $11 for the little white kid, but the little black one has a. They have different barcodes. They're easy to look up. I have. There's somebody on there who keeps running a lot of little black Barbies through there, like a Baby Alive. I've gotten 3 of them the last few weeks, between $6 and $9, and I've sold them all for 50 on Amazon. Be aware of, just because they don't make us. It's like, I tell you, like Paw Patrol. Paw Patrol's got 2 little girls and 5 boys or 6 boys. The 2 girls are worth more. On Barbie, I always look up Ken, because Ken is always worth more, because there's only one. There's only one. There's, you know what I mean. Look for what you use your knowledge to know what's the odd. Which one's the odd one?
Scott, you going to go see the Barbie movie?
As much money as Barbie's making me right now, I probably should.
I don't really have any desire to see the movie for the fact that it's Barbie, but just from the commercials, the way it's filmed and the colors in it and stuff like that, I would like to see it on the big screen. So I might have to wait till it goes to the Dollar Theater and take my niece to it to see it. My allergies are working on me today. I don't want to take any Benadryl because that will just kill me.
Crack speakers, yeah.
Yeah, I've got a $60 Barbie out here. I'm just trying to figure out which one it is. It says it's 2005, but I ain't seen 2000. It's in a purple dress.
Scott in the Barbie world.
Y'all keep walking by them if y'all want to.
They
I look at them, but I can't tell a good one from a bad one. I gotta get some knowledge or something.
They got barcodes on them.
Well, you know one thing. I mean, it's different with you, maybe, Scott, Todd. But if I buy Barbie stuff and it's not worth anything, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 nieces that are into the Barbie stuff. So I put it in a box and take it to my mother's house. So when they're there, they have plenty of Barbie stuff to play with.
I'm thinking the next lot of Barbies I get, I'm gonna lay them on the yard and roll back and forth on them with my smoky mower.
So it was this one here. This one went for $49.
Holiday Barbie.
Yeah,
He's pretty. I've got some. I'm gonna have to go find it though, Carol.
You still recovering from your vacation? Who Who's your stacker? You gonna do your bingo tomorrow night, Hoosier? I bet he does. Hoosier gives out free silver on his live shows.
Felix, that's sexist.
He ain't wrong.
Yeah, but all the girls I went to high school that looked like Barbie, they were real bitches.
I heard that if a person actually was built like a Barbie, their legs would be like 8 feet long.
Yeah. What else good did I sell yesterday? Oh, there's another good one here. Where is it at?
How many stories have y'all heard about girls' brains being messed up because they want to look like Barbie? And
Is that what happened to Carol?
Is that what happened to Carol?
Well, you know, to get that waist that they have,
All right.
to get the waist they have, you know, back during the Victorian era when they were using the corsets and whatnot, those women just about suffocated.
This is not new, but what did it sell for? I picked it up in an estate sale too, on a yard sale. A sonic boom. So what it does is it's also for hearing impaired, so that makes it different. It has a it has this little thing that attaches to it that will shake you and shakes and vibrate like under a bed, under a pillow. It's called a super shaker. So Joni's best friend growing up in high school was deaf, and she had to have something like this to wake her up in the mornings. So what do you think the sonic alarm clock went for?
$125.
No, I wish. If it was new, that's what it would sell for. This one's used. So this one, when I bought it, I didn't realize the sonic thing I paid $3 for it, and the sonic thing was missing. So I ordered that on eBay for $6. So I've got $9 in it. I got $57 for it.
That's not bad.
Yeah, just something like that. I had never seen before. That should trigger you. Hey, look at what the hell is that worth? Hey, somebody's got to be looking for it. What else did I sell? Anything else any good? DVD. Next generation figure for $25. A 4-pack of 4-pack of size 6. Them skinny girls decided they tired of 1388, and I get cozy racerback bra. Extra large.
Scott, is there a reason that we're looking at your boobs?
Oh, because remember I use it. The TV's on the wall, and I'm trying to look behind the laptop. The laptop's. So here's a good story too. So I've had a desktop sitting right here for the last 6 months. I bought that, and it's a nice desktop. I think I gave $200 for it. I gave $200 maybe it was a year ago. I gave $200 for it at a yard sale. It's got a 11th generation i7, 16 gig of RAM. I mean, this really nice computer. It was still under warranty, and it had a hard time waking this TV up. I mean, I'd have to unplug the HDMI cord and plug it back in, and when I'd restart the computer, it would hardly ever. I mean, it was a pain in the ass, and I really thought something was wrong. And I've updated the BIOS, I've updated the video card. I mean, I've changed cables, asked people, and nobody knows. There must be something with that video card that doesn't like TVs. Because I took it inside whenever the computer died the other day. I'm like, I'll just use this one inside. It wakes up a normal monitor and works perfectly like it's supposed to. I'm like, son of a bitch.
Do you have to do any special settings for that to wake up? Because I've got a TV that I'm going to get ready to use so I can see the damn chat.
No, this MacBook does. I mean, acts just like it's supposed to. That was the first one. The other PC before that PC, it ran this TV and then had no issue. It must have been the one was an HP, one was a Dell. It must be the Dell, something in the Dell video card.
Right.
That was my next thing, to find a separate video card I was going to put in there and see if an upgraded video card would treat it a little different.
I ordered some suffocation warning labels off of Temu.
So Felix, if I got into a Uber like you did the other day, he said the driver was deaf, and you how in the middle of the ride you wonder how someone knows, or honks. That person is probably not distracted. They don't have the sounds and stuff that distract. They're not. You know what I mean? They're not. I would think they'd be less distracted. I mean, they'll still see the sights and stuff, but. Lag is only a part-time lesbian. That's nice to know, Lag.
Let's don't get Scott headed down that road today.
So if you're only a part-time lesbian, does that make you part-time the other way too? Mm-hmm. I can't be the only one that thought that. If he only likes women part-time, that must mean he likes men the other part-time. See, put that down the list. Lag swings both ways.
Lag is like that Backstreet Boys song. Bye, bye, bye. Or was that NSYNC?
I don't know. So what did I sell anything interesting on eBay? Let's see. I thought there was at least one. Did I show y'all the little Samsung AE10 phones that I picked up?
No.
So I picked up 2 cell phones.
Carol!
I get up out of bed. Scott, you want to talk to it? Go ahead.
Holy fuck. That's a terrible voice to hear first thing in the morning.
I know. I'm just getting up out of bed.
So these guys here, $5 each at a yard sale state. So they've never been open. I mean, they were open but never used. I got $40 a piece for them.
So what did you sell at the auction last night? How much did you sell? I was gonna DM you guys to find out how it went.
I sold $7.99 last night.
Nice. I am jealous of that auction site, I have to say.
Depending on he only had 4 of his 12 or 15 coin lots that had bids, but he was at 830. I don't know what his final total was. I'm sure he got more bids.
Yeah, still 800. I'd take it. I'd take 800.
So you seem to sell about $700 to $800 a week.
Yeah,
that's not.
This is freaking.
That's not so bad. That's not bad coin there.
No kidding. They're doing good at that stupid auction. I need one of those.
So not all fluke meters are the same. So this is a story of me screwing up. So this is a fluke 52. I sold the 77 3 weeks ago, and I sent the dude the 52. And he's like, "Hey, you sent me the wrong one." I'm like, "Dude, I'm so sorry." He said, "What can we do about it?" He had it returned open. I'm like, "I'll send you this one with a label if you'll send it back." He goes, "No problem, man. I'll send it back." He got it and said, "Hey, I got it. This meter's great. I left you positive feedback, and the other one's already in the mail." Because I sent him the thing, I didn't have to worry about through Pirate Ship. You can hit the little button and send a return label, so I could watch the tracking come back. Yeah, this one went for 100, and I'm glad it came back because this one sold yesterday for $149.
Nice.
I took an offer yesterday on. Where you at?
So, Todd, what was the cologne that you wore yesterday to the Lutherans? Did you decide?
It was a toss-up between Brute or High Karate, and I just put a little of both on.
Oh, God.
I love the smell of Brute. I must be one of those old ladies. I love the smell. Oh, Space Maker.
$20 at the auction is brand new. I took an offer of 120 plus shipping.
Nice. I'm saving my English leather for a special occasion.
I love the smell of Brute. I think it smells clean. It must be like those old ladies at the auction.
Yeah.
So Harlan, who is the king of boy bands, said that was in sync.
Okay. Okay.
He listens to those little pop, whatever they are. What are the ones the little boy bands are called now? I forget what they're called. He'll tell you what they're called. He's like, "Don't you know this song?" I'm like, no. He sold $8.96, so yeah, he had me by about $100. They call it
So
K-pop.
Todd, how many sales? Oh, sorry, Todd. How many sales are going out today? I was sleeping when you probably told.
I sold 5 yesterday and 1 this morning, so I got 6 going out.
Oh yeah,
Great.
I sold a waffle maker for $47
That's
plus
okay.
shipping.
Can you mute stupid Scott and telling all his fucking sales? Oh, sorry, all his freaking sales.
I have decided to change one thing about eBay.
What?
I'm going to take the advantage of the fact that shipping changed, and I use $4.95, $7.95, and $11.95. I'm eliminating the $4.95 because of the rash of returns. I can't be the only one that's experiencing just tons of returns. My minimum shipping is going to be $8 or $9, and I'm just going to lower the price to make it where I'm still competitive. But if they return it, they just don't get the original shipping. Just
I do
because.
calculated. And I don't do returns. So that's probably why I don't make sales like you do. I don't want stuff back. Toby. Hi. Come here. Oh my goodness. Let's see if we can get you on camera. Look at.
Aw.
Is he not the most handsome devil you've ever seen? Hi. You're a handsome boy.
He looks better
getting to
than
be on up
Tom.
there in age?
Look at him, huh?
Is he getting to be an older gentleman?
Was he
Yes.
trying to make?
He looks like he's getting a lot of gray around his mouth.
Yeah, he said ditto, Tom.
I know. Asshole.
What's Tom talking crap on you?
Who are you?
This is my
Who are
baby
you to be talking
woman.
about an old man?
I like old dogs. I think they're cute. Mwah. Oh. What do you think I watch your show for? All the old dogs.
Listen to you.
Don't worry, I'm old. Come on, Toby. You need to go home?
It's terrible. Nobody argues. We just laugh with her.
Yeah. You're a bunch of assholes.
I'm still the youngest one on the panel.
Yeah, and you're what, 50
Yeah,
now?
you still are. Even with me on here, you still are the youngest one on the panel. Oh, that's pretty sad. You think I'd come on with like my hair done and makeup? No, I go on live. You're lucky I change out of my pajamas. Usually I come up on with my pajamas.
Does Scott and I ever do our hair and put on our makeup?
Well, your hair has a life of its own, Tom. You have more
it
hair
does.
than anybody I've ever seen.
Roberta keeps talking about my thin spot up there, and I told her, I said, you keep on, and I'm going to go ahead and have it shaved. Be like, I'm going to join the Scott Club.
Scott Club for men. I didn't have much choice. I've got like 10 little hairs on the top of my head. I don't know why those 10 are hanging on.
Yeah,
So
I actually
funny.
did. After 3 weeks, I finally figured out what was wrong with the truck. I fixed the truck yesterday. That was exciting.
What'd you do?
Actually, when I read the code on it, when I Googled it the second time, I actually read because it was saying it was a misfire, and I knew it was misfire, and I'm like, which cylinder is it? Well, if you read the code, the last number in the code tells you which cylinder it is, number 5. And it was one of the wires that I had repaired where the mouse or the squirrel, whoever got it, who got it again. So I had two cylinders down yesterday. The wire broke.
Maybe you used to rub those wires down with rat poison. They keep eating them on you.
I just worry about with that, if once the engine heats up, am I going to be breathing in rat poison? So that's why I don't do that.
That's true.
Why don't you get you some good wires that's got the coating on the outside that they can't eat through?
I don't know. Do they make them for whatever those spark plug holders are?
I don't know. I've just
I just
seen
ordered another one. They're
talking about
$8. They're $8 on Amazon. So I put the last one on. So I ordered another one.
If you'd park it out in or your backyard's not fenced in. I started to say if you'd park it out in the middle of that fenced in backyard and you would let those dogs go about 3 days without eating, guy.
What are you talking about? The backyard is fenced in.
Okay, well park it out in the backyard. Let the dogs out there. Don't feed them for 3 days.
You know how
They'll
nice
find
my
them
backyard
rats, squirrels, and everything else. So you're going to be able to start driving it again?
Oh yeah, I drove it yesterday. I'm about to go to Walmart because I might have accidentally hit the side of the pole coming out of the storage building, so I need to go get some compound to compound the yellow off the front bumper of the van.
Yeah, we got a pole in our carport, and I park over as far as I possibly can because Gwen parks on the other side of the carport, and she doesn't always get over far enough. So
Yeah, since I'm going that
I
way,
scraped.
I might just go to the auction and pick up all my junk.
A friend of ours, they have a house. Their house has a double garage in it, but he's got a 1973 Ford Thunderbird.
That thing's
With a 460 V8 in it. I mean, it's sweet.
That's one of the big ones, though, right? That's about the size of the garage.
He can park that thing in it, and there's not enough room. There's barely enough room for their Harley to go in it.
Yeah, those by the time the 70s ended, those big square Thunderbirds are actually nostalgia. They kind of grow on you now. They had the little things on the lights when the lights flipped over. They had like the little Thunderbirds on there.
Right.
Yeah, I like those.
But that sucker, it would fly. You get out on the interstate with that, because my dad had a 73. You'd get in that thing and get on the interstate, and that sucker would sit there at 70.
It's a Toby candlestick.
I got 2 of them. This is why I don't make any money. I buy things I like. Look at this thing. There's 2. Actually, they're worth like $70, but still. Are those the cutest?
Jody got last week? She got a dachshund pillow and some other.
I see more dachshund stuff. I said, oh my! Every time I see, I'm like, oh my god, I can't. She'll think I'm a fucking nut. Every time I see it, I think of Joni. I'm like, I should send this to her. I'm like, what is she gonna have, a house full of dachshund stuff?
My mother's got like 800 to 1,000 dachshund figurines and stuff throughout the house. You walk in there, you look like you're in dachshund land.
Oh my goodness.
Carol, I'm old. I can't remember. You got kids?
Yeah.
Boys, girls?
A boy. He's a redhead. His name is Toby.
His daughter. You know about the dog. Okay.
No, I have a stepdaughter and 3 grandkids, but no, I don't have any kids of my own.
It'd be like, just think.
All
of this will be yours.
Yeah, it's all Toby's. Right, Toby?
I'm like, am I crazy? I know Carol doesn't have any kids. I knew she had a stepdaughter. I'm like, am I crazy? She says,
I do. I have 3 boys, 3 golden redheads. I must like the redheads.
You know, there's been several memes. My mom's a resale. It's got a picture of a woman and her daughter standing there in a garage that's full, and it's like, at the top of it says, "My mom's a reseller," and at the bottom it says, "Just think." It's supposed to be the mother talking, saying, "Just think, honey, one day all of this will be yours."
Oh, my house is like that right now. It's like, it looks like quarters. If I die today, people would think, "Oh my God, she has a problem," and I don't, because I don't want any of it. But
yeah, somebody saw my building, my 2 stores built. Notice I said
my
2 stores.
I know you have.
2. I got rid of one of them yesterday. I downsized it. I got rid of one of them yesterday.
One of the external ones, like. somewhere
Yeah,
else?
I only have
Wow. Well, you also have that. You know how I'm jealous of that Don auction. I got this
two.
for free. Look.
Yeah, people don't understand. I mean, that auction, it's amazing. That's why we buy so much at yard sales, because we run everything through there.
You know, I think there's some auction companies around Charlotte that are missing out on an opportunity.
Those are
They
creepy
need
looking.
they need to look at that one, Tom, and really explain to them the seller pays 30%. They get 30%, and the buyer pays 15. As tell them. I mean, it's every time they run one every week, 45% of the sales they get.
But that's a lot of work because I mean yours has like thousands, right? So that's you're gonna take pictures of all that stuff.
So they, as we're putting it out on Monday, they have I think 2 or 3 employees that start taking pictures. You got to be done by noon, and then by Tuesday morning they've got all of it up. The
Oh,
software,
really?
there was 2,500 lots yesterday, and so they're there on Mondays to take, for us to put stuff in, and then for them to take pictures as we get. Because like John, the guy who runs it, come by and go, "Are you finished?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm finished. I'm going to go look over there," because he'll start numbering it so they can come behind and picture it. And
Wow.
they get done in a day, and then they're there today for pickup all day. So
Maybe I can hire those people to do all my listing. Here's all my stuff. Take pictures of it.
Okay, so the problem with them is when they'll take 2 or 3 pictures of each one, but most of the time you're looking at the same damn picture. You go, I mean, why did you take 3 pictures when it's 3 of the same thing?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They don't open stuff. You know, that's why we put the little cards up there to tell you what it is and if it works, and just so in the picture there'll be an index card saying, you know, I don't know.
Well, that's why Helen, I don't know if he still does. He used to put it in the boxes, right? So they know that was all part of that one lot.
Yeah,
right?
and that's the other thing with the cards is to kind of help them group each item so that, because
Oh, okay.
I mean, because it doesn't make any sense. The one of the lots I won was a sign, no peeing off the porch, a vintage radio, and a micro cassette recorder. None of that shit goes together. That's not how's that a lot? Another one, the kayak carrier, it had a phone case with it. Who puts a kayak carrier and a phone case together? So you got to help them, or they a printer and a DVD VHS player, they don't go together.
You know, in the long run, they probably save a lot of. They spend probably a lot less time because some of these live auctions can go all freaking day and night long to get through all the merch that they have.
All right, now, yeah, this one's on a soft close. You know, if you bid within the last 2 minutes, it goes back to 2, and then when it ends, it ends. There's no playing around. There's no, because some auctioneers will try to pull bids out of you, and they'll deliberately slow things down.
Right.
Man, a computer don't care.
What stuff sells the best there? Like furniture or like appliances or something?
I could really make a lot of money, Carol, to come visit you and pick up cheap furniture that you see all the time and sell down here. It would sell amazing. There's an auction in town that's what a guy does. He fills up a big truck, like park a trailer up there and fill it up over a month and then bring it down here and auction. It makes a lot of money.
Wow.
Because y'all got.
Come take all my shit and bring it down there. I need to start over.
Remember, your relatives burned us out, so.
I know. Well, that's what happens when you're the best. We can't help it.
And but it's weird, the stuff that sells. So last night, at a yard sale 3 weeks ago, I picked up 2 trailer tires, $5 a piece. Those damn things sold last night for $60 and $42.50. Just a trailer tire.
You talking about like the white ones, or
yeah, the white one, 13-inch trailer tire. I got $10 went to $102.50, less than 30%. 2 trailer tires. I ran them separate so that each one.
Right.
I sold both.
I think Scott should go drive around to everybody's house as a reseller, grab all our stuff, bring it to auction for us, so we can all start over. Todd, that'd be great for you.
All right, lad, go to the Killeen auction. We don't care. Todd's probably going to end up with your stuff. But just look at the random stuff I bought. I bought a car manual, a video machine, a printer, a micro cassette recorder, a Barbie.
I know you spent as much as you made over there, but you didn't selling it, so you get to be selective.
I spent $40.
Sorry, I'm moving some stuff around on my desk.
But it's. I mean, there's opportunity to do it. I try my best to look at some of the stuff because there's people.
Well,
There's a lot of
you
people.
know certain things sell.
They take stuff
Like
up there, not knowing the value, and just drop it.
Well, like that dentist Barbie, you said you knew, so like, why wouldn't you bid on it? And I'm sure the person that got it is happy that they sold their stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're looking. That guy had a lot of toys. I mean, there's quite a few toy sellers up there. So if you really know toys, you can do well at that auction. But there are. But if it's obvious, like Stomper trucks, most people know Stomper trucks, and that lot went real high.
I didn't know Stomper trucks. I didn't know Stomper trucks. I don't know. Maybe I did have to look it up after. I don't know.
Video games. I sold I picked up a Nintendo, Super Nintendo for $20. I think I got $65 for it last night.
Yeah, I'm not good with electronics because I don't want to test it.
Carol wants to be kept.
No shit. Toby.
She wants a rich, significant other that can keep her in the style she would like to become accustomed to.
Yeah, no kidding. You say that as I was like, all right, vacuuming the pool, doing the lawn yesterday. Hi. Come on. Oh my goodness.
A really good friend of mine is a lesbian, and her partner of 30 years said, "Is there anything?" We'd been drinking some drinks that night. Her partner says, "Is there anything that caused you to cross over?" And Pam said, "Yeah, a man with about $100 billion." And I said, "Okay, you just want to be taken care of." She said, "Yep."
I was too, Mr. Sadie. I was thinking, you know what? If I had something to carry my kayak and my phone, and I could pick that up at a lot together, I'd be awesome. That's what I was thinking. But a lot of stuff I buy. So the Barbie and the Pocahontas, I don't think it's worth much. So I'm just going to run that again next week. When I pick it up, I'll just leave it. I'll leave it as a lot and let that. Even if I get $5 for it, I only paid $11 for the total lot. I mean, so
You're gonna leave it there and you're gonna sell it on like eBay or whatever?
No, I'll just sell the Pocahontas on the box is messed up. I'll look it up to make sure, but I don't think it's worth anything. And then I wanted the Keurig, but there's still a toaster and a toaster
Why wouldn't
oven.
you just list it, especially now with the Barbie stuff going out, you know?
If it's worth
The
anything, I
movie.
will. But I didn't look it up. I looked at the Barbie. I just wanted the Barbie.
Now your son still helps you, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so it's not like you have to list it. Hand it over to the boy.
I'm trying to get it to where if it doesn't sell for at least $20, I'm.
Oh, you don't want to deal with it? Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
So
you rich folks. I'll list anything. You rich folks can have.
But when you're doing it by yourself, you've got to raise the amount that you sell, that average sale
I'm
price.
doing it by myself. I don't even have the son to. Well, Toby, you're gonna have to stop pulling your weight around here. Get your camera out.
Scott, are you still sending a lot of stuff into FBA, or are you just pretty much shipping it yourself?
I haven't sent much of it. I've got a whole stack of stuff to go. Maybe I'll get it done. But I've been using the truck as a store. Now I got to clean the truck out because I've been using it as storage because it hadn't run in 3 weeks. Now the bed of the truck is full.
Well, you must be going through stuff quickly if you send I don't know how many things you take to the auction, but like what, 50 or 30 or whatever every week?
I've been running 75 lots a week.
All right, 75 items at least. I mean, if you don't have duplicates, but whatever, more than one item. 75 items. You have to be going through a lot of shit.
Like last night, but some things like a yard sale a few weeks ago, I bought a thing of Skylanders, the little figures for the video
Yeah.
games.
I hate those
And
things.
I split that up into 2 lots. I mean, some things when you buy like a lot, but I get 2 or 3 lots out of it. Like
Right.
the 2 tires, I split them up so that each tire ran separate last night. What else? I've got to pull it up. What the hell else did I sell last night? Paw Patrol. I had 5 Paw Patrol lots last night because I bought a lady had a big tub of them, so I just gave her $20 for the whole tub, and I took all the colors, so all the yellow ones, which I think is Rubble, all the red ones, I divided them all up. Then I bought the big truck at a yard sale, so all the miscellaneous ones I stuck with the truck. The truck went for 15. I gave 3 for the truck. It went for 15 with the little figures. Some Blaze monster trucks. I gave a quarter each for them, so I had 5 of them. They went for $9.
John showing his goods. That's not Paw Patrol. That's what's it called? What's that one called?
Yeah, Paw Patrol. So
No, but what's that one?
Paw Patrol is the dogs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dogs.
what's that one?
I don't know.
No, Scott. No, show Scott again. I can't remember what the
Oh, that's PJ Masks.
PJ Masks. I couldn't think of them. PJ Masks.
Yeah, Harlan bought PJ Masks last week, and they sell at the auction too. He'll run them the next week or 2.
Well, yeah,
But,
you have the option. You can put it out.
Well,
so
I was going to sell this one. But during the winter, it gets kind of, sometimes the temperature drops out here in the sunroom with all this glass. So I just throw it over my shoulders like an old man shawl. You know?
So you kept the PJ Masks for yourself.
Yeah. Okay. So here's what the $20 lot did. So the green ones went for 10, the blue ones went for 10, the yellow ones 10, the orange ones went for 9, and the truck went for 15. So for $25, I had all that. And then I also had 2 lots last week that went for 11 and 11. So for that $25, I ended up getting.
Especially you just drop it off. It's not even like no pictures, no, whatever. You don't mind paying a fee if someone's doing all the work for you.
Correct.
You just drop it.
All I did was put them in a little area on the table and put a card in front of it that says Paw Patrol Zuma, which is the orange one, or Rocky. And so we bought a bunch of yarn. I got a lot of pink yarn. I got $9 last night. I had a Vizio TV, a 32-inch smart TV. It went for $60 last night, which is pretty good. No shipping. $60.
And then there's Todd buying silver pieces. I'm dealing in like dog knickknacks, and he's buying silver.
Okay, so remember when I had that little golf thing that we were trying to get the stickiness off of it, and I kind of got some of it off, but the rubber was sticky, that Bushnell rangefinder.
Right.
I said to hell with it, threw it back in its box and sent it to auction. It went for $80 last night at the auction.
Wow.
And then if they didn't open it up and look and see if the plastic was not perfect, that's their fault.
Can they do a virtual? I mean, can you go to and look through the stuff, or is it all
on Fridays and Mondays? You can preview all you want to. They don't care. Yeah, there'll be people. It's amazing. You go up there today from 9, whatever time, 8 or 9, whatever time they start until 5. That place will be just jam packed. There's just, I mean, we're talking hundreds and hundreds of buyers every week. It's just absolutely amazing what they've built up.
Wow.
It's they've got so many people that come built up. There's a guy who has a barbecue trailer that he sells barbecue there for 3 or 4 hours.
Crazy.
All right, so what did we sell? I sold a set of Midland walkie-talkies, 44 plus shipping. Nice. And what does Johnny want? Franklin's at the door whining.
That's what I was going to say. I was going to say it's something to do with Franklin. I was just going to say that. I knew it was going to be that little Franklin. He's so cute.
He must have thought I left instead of went out back.
Oh.
Todd,
It's only Franklin, though.
On Monday, I'm going to have to cut out about 9:30 from your show because they just rescheduled my eye appointment.
All right.
Hopefully, this is the last follow up on that surgery.
We'll have to get Carol to come on at 9:30.
Yeah.
I'm barely up now. I'm not even joking.
You need to. I got to find some good looking women to come on my show.
Oh, you better
Not
look
you,
out.
Todd, in a bra.
It ain't
Not
here.
you, Scott.
Well, you get Tara. She's cute.
Yeah, she is cute. She never turns her
And
on the camera.
and she's intelligent. She's the
She is.
whole package. And
Yeah.
funny. I like Tara.
She made Jim what he is today.
Yes, it did.
I don't know if she should agree to that.
Yeah. Some of his stories are pre-Tara.
Yeah, a lot of his are pre-Tara.
I know. All right, but she keeps him under control now. See, he would be like that now, but she, you know.
Mr. Sadie, we still have a house phone. I will always have a house phone.
I have a house phone too, Mr. Sadie.
Why?
Believe it or not.
Because some people get my cell phone number, and some people get my house number. Because I don't want to be bothered with people if they're, depending on what the situation is. Like the ones that we've shared personal information with on the YouTube shows and stuff like that, that's fine. But if I'm getting prices on having windows put in or something like that, they call the house phone. I don't like talking on the phone. I remember the day when you could get in a car and just kind of like forget about life.
Get away from everybody. Hell yeah.
Yeah, your parents couldn't find you. Your parents couldn't find you.
Well, I was an adult. I was a grown adult with my own house before when cell phones came into fashion. But now you can't escape anybody. Because if I don't answer, if Roberta calls me on my cell phone and I don't answer the damn phone, if something happened to him.
So now you're just an overgrown adult.
What?
You said when you were a grown adult. Now you're just an overgrown adult.
I'm an overgrown, weight wise and age wise. All right, I got to go. Y'all have a great weekend.
You too, buddy. This generation will never understand the ability for no one to know where you are, and that's a beautiful thing.
Exactly. Bye, guys. Bye, Todd.
Bye, Tom.
Bye, Tom. Yeah,
I mean, because if you call somebody, if they weren't home, you didn't get them. And you'd leave a message on an answer machine that they would actually have to listen to. It's not like voicemail now where I look and say who left the voicemail. I just delete it before I even look at it. That's the beauty of an iPhone. iPhones, you have visual voicemail. You don't even have to call in or do nothing. You just look at it and go, delete.
Yep.
So now everybody knows if they try to call Scott and they don't hear back, he's just deleted your message.
Nobody wants to call me anymore. Here we kidding.
Oh, tomorrow, what's today? Friday? I don't even know what day it is. So Saturday. So you have yard sales. You must be psyched.
Oh, Lord.
Uh-oh. What's the matter?
Phoebe's mad as hell at somebody, and we might be getting a visit from Joni.
Oh.
Sounds like some commotion going on.
Oh, yeah. I can hear Joni.
Hey, don't be messing with that. Could be a collector can.
Okay. All right.
Everybody says they can hear you.
Hi, Joni.
Hey, did they hear me tell
Yep.
Phoebe and Dixie to act like somebody?
Put your foot behind her butt so I pick her up.
Go see everybody, old lady.
Since you wanted to see an old dog.
Oh, I like all dogs. You know I like all dogs. Oh.
They're 16 and a half.
How long do they normally live to? I know smaller dogs live longer.
Average age is 14.
Oh my, well, they live the good life though, so.
She hates to be picked up because she can't hear or can't see. Her
daddy lived to be 20.
20.
Holy, yeah, because they live the good life.
And her brother just died.
Yeah, one brother died a couple weeks ago at 16 and a half.
Yeah.
And then we had Scrappy, who was 15 and a half when he passed. Which one else?
He passed a year ago today.
Why do they smell like that?
Because they just ran over to the fence. There's no telling. These are cute.
Yeah, look what size those monsters are.
They're like a 12.
They're a 13.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll show.
No, they're
They're 13.
US 12. Or am I not just seeing?
I don't know. I can't see it from here.
Maybe it is a 13.
I picked those up, but that's what you're talking about. I picked those up at the thrift store yesterday. Big pair of Merrills.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They look more like a 13.
Yeah, they're a US 13. They're
Yeah,
UK,
they look bigger than a 12.
they're a UK 12. They're a US 13.
These have seen better days.
But these will go on eBay because they're in really nice shape.
These have seen better days.
But I picked up these just to go to the auction. They're not as in nice a shape, but what do you do with a pair of OCs for $5? They go to auction. They're size 13 too, so that's probably why. Because look how the shoe, how wide it is. I think that might have been somebody's kind of heavy.
But these are really cute. All of these little Sperry's.
She's talking about these. I picked these up.
Oh, yeah. We used to call them boat shoes back in the day.
I don't think anybody. I mean, you could tell a shoe by the label as to how much they've been worn, and I really don't think these were worn more than once or twice.
Yeah.
So I got two pairs. There's a pair of this one, which if you look at them, I think with Sperry's, if they had the leather laces, they're generally worth more money. And these have leather. Hey, throw me one of the other ones. But the other pair is pink, but they have the laces are regular cotton laces. So.
Oh, okay.
But still the same thing. You can read the label, and I don't think she wore them much. They still got the little. I mean, they
have absolutely no wear on the bottoms. None.
I'm gonna put them on Poshmark and on eBay and see what happens.
How's your Poshmark going? I know you put some stuff just like a week ago. How's it going?
I saw a bra yesterday, first one.
Oh, good. I know it takes a while to get. I took all my stuff off of there because it was just like any other site. You know, you got to give it attention.
I got 3 different sizes of these. They're going on there today. Yeah. I think Dixie needs a bath. She's right here. I think
Glenn says hi, Joni.
I know what you want. Phoebe's outside and Joni says, Daddy's giving cookies out. She comes running around the corner.
Oh. See, dogs are so much better. Look I don't see you drooling all over your son over there. I don't see you giving him treats. Poor Jake.
All right, Fatso, come on.
Yeah, what size?
These ones are lazy.
They're ladies. They're ladies 10 medium for ladies, 10M for women's. They're really nice because their label actually shows you women's 10M.
Look at that body.
Jenny.
I love it. Look at it.
Jenny.
Oh, I know. I love Jenny. Jenny.
Jenny.
She's like, I'm not on display for you. Oh, she is?
She's getting that way.
I didn't know you had that dog. Who's this?
That's Bonnie.
Never
met
Oh,
Bonnie?
I didn't know Bonnie was a German Shepherd.
Yeah, part German Shepherd.
Well, it looks German Shepherd-esque, yeah. Oh, I didn't know. I thought you just had little ones. I didn't know Bonnie was a big guy, a big girl. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, she,
Oh, my God, she's an angel.
My son brought her over and said,
Hmm?
I have to be gone too much. You guys want to keep her? That was about 8 years ago.
Now, where's your pet raccoon and skunk
They
and,
don't.
and feral cats and all your feral cats?
Oh, the cats. Yeah, they're outside. They're waiting to get fed.
Oh, is it feeding time?
Yeah, Gwen feeds them every morning.
I love that she does that.
We're down to about 5 now with her. They get
Oh,
old. They get old and die off.
hmm.
But yeah, but the raccoons and skunks and possums only come out after dark. So.
I know. I think that's hilarious.
Do, do. Well, folks, it's about 10 o'clock.
Yep.
I'm going to shut it down. 11
Hi,
o'clock
Jen.
your time, Carol.
I know. I got to go back to bed for another hour.
It'll be lunch, but if you do that.
It's
Yeah.
okay.
Folks, I appreciate it. We'll see y'all Monday and
We'll see y'all Tuesday.
Tuesday, whenever.
I gotta
All
go to
right.
the auction.
End broadcast.